Hi guys, Paul here from PABrewNews, back in the dungeon again. One of the places we're going to be doing our Maniacs Meat podcast. Got a beer here. Wish it was this one, but it's not. Got a little muck and yuck on it. But a Thomas Hardy Ale. Right here, the 2018 edition. This is the gold anniversary edition, the 50th anniversary of Thomas Hardy's Ale. Product of London, of course, named after the penman Thomas Hardy. Of course, Thomas Hardy Special Edition. And then, of course, it was 1968, the first time Thomas Hardy vintage, very first vintage. The Royal Thomas Hardy vintage was 1983. The 150th anniversary, to be marked 150 years of brewing in Eldridge family, was 1987. The silver anniversary, to commemorate 25 years since the first vintage, was 93. Thomas Hardy Ale 40th year was 2008. Thomas Hardy Ale previous edition, not for sale. 2 test batches with the 33 CL and 75 CL bottles was in 2014. And now finally the Thomas Hardy Ale Golden Anniversary. This special bottle celebrates 50 years since the first vintage. Here we go. 13% alcohol by volume, so bigger than the other vintages I've had, pretty sure. Hope you guys enjoy being back in the dungeon. Most of my new subscribers have not seen me in the dungeon, especially with new videos. And here's an old bottle from 2008 that Matt from Massive Beer Reviews brought over, and it was just absolutely beautiful. And of course, it was the 40th anniversary, as we already said, and it was 11.7 alcohol by volume. So different style look, different style cap, no foil crown. Put that bottle back over here. I have a very old chair I'm sitting on. It's actually got this weird pentagram design in the middle of it. Very cool, but it's weak. It's old. I'm gonna have to put something else on it to protect its quality. And anyway, without any further delay, put my Innocent Gun glass over here. Listen to Night of the Fog, which is a Graveland, pretty sure it's a Graveland tribute album, on cassette. So here we go. Thomas Hardy's Ale, Golden Edition 50th anniversary 2008. Obviously now it's approaching the end of 2019, which is not truly a good vintage. You know, it's better to have more time on these beers, but I want to review this because if you guys pick it up, you should know what you're getting into. Crack it open with my Ouija board bottle opener. Put that right there. I'm feeling this might be a little dirty glass mafia, but we'll see. 13% alcohol by volume. It is pouring like a beer that is 13% alcohol by volume. It is generating virtually no head. Nice little yeast sedimentation on the bottom of the bottle. There we go. Give it a little tick. Up to the light. Very softly murky caramel, orange, slightly copper hues. A little clear at the bottom of the bottle, or the glass rather, the pinnacle of the glass, because of that sedimentation. Get some beer on my hand because, you know, why would you not? Why would you not? So, with my very wet hand, let's get an aroma. Cheers. This thing smells amazing. It's dates and figs, raisins, caramel, treacle, molasses, toffee, brown sugar, hot cross buns. Dare I say, even a little bit of marmalade in there. Nuances of baker's chocolate. Wow, jeez, this thing, my very wet hand. Excuse my wet handedness. I don't have a towel down here. I'm just trying to get set back up, so excuse that. This is, oh my God. This smells a dream. This does. I mean, 10 out of 10 on the smell. Let me just tell you that right now. So let's actually get into the 2018 50th anniversary Thomas Hardy Ale. Tomorrow I will be going. Actually, I'm going to say this because actually it just popped into my head. Two things in 2018 that I really, really greatly enjoy. Just celebrated their 50th anniversary as well. First and foremost would be Ricketts Glen State Park. It was opened, commemorated in 1968, and it's a beautiful place. If you haven't visited it in Pennsylvania, please do so. Beautiful falling waters and everything like that, so definitely check it out. And Night of the Living Dead, filmed in Evans City, Pennsylvania in 1968. The great and late George A. Romero, and of course the not late but great Johnny Russo co-writing that one. And of course it's just a magical, beautiful film, spawned in Pennsylvania, created the whole genre. Horror would be not the same without it. So thank you, George Romero, Johnny Russo, for another classic from Pennsylvania from 1968. That's the new well pump that I installed. Some people might remember the old well pump. This one's much nicer. So there we go. Lots of things have changed, but things have still stayed the same in the dungeon. So cheers. You get wafted with that ethanol alcohol. It's still there. Again, this can sit for 5-10 years. You know what I'm saying? So please do. You'll love an old vintage bottle. I've had, I think, 2 now, thanks to Matt, and I picked one up for Joe over at Sabatini's, and that was in 2014, I think, something like that, 14, 15, and I'm sure he'll love that too. These aged bottles are just fantabulous. On being that this is 13%, which is higher than the other vintages, I definitely have to go pick up a couple bottles of this. Cheers. You still have a little bit of that stewed fruit, date, fig, raisin quality. A little bit of that marmalade quality still coming through, toffee, treacle, molasses. They're not as vibrant as the nose, but they're still in there. But they're going to grow and change with time, and they're going to come. And that there's no real burn, but that ethanol waft is still there, and that will die down too. And more dark fruits and more toffee, sticky goodness is going to come up. It's just one of those beautiful, beautiful, beautiful things. This strong ale is just absolutely a dream. 13% alcohol by volume does not taste like 13. You get that waft, but there's no burn. I mean, you get the same waft out of certain beers that are 8%. So that has definitely something to be said about it. It's a bit thin, you know, it's on that medium side of a medium body. The older I think it gets, the more stickier it will achieve, and it will get up to that high side of a medium body. A little oiliness to the body, which is nice. I love Ten Resort. It's just amazing. Beautiful, traditional, strong English ale. It's just one of those things. It's just one of those things. Very, very nice. Of course, it's not at the pinnacle of where it's supposed to be, where it should be. With the age, they're meant to be set down. They're meant to age. They're meant to grow and change within the bottle. This will do an amazing job. 13%, I'm very excited. I didn't realize it was so high. I know the other one was probably like 12. The other one, of course, was 11. Those areas, but the higher you get, the more changes are going to happen. Very, very excited about that. It drinks like a dream now. It still has enough complex nuances and savoriness to enjoy, to sip, to enjoy for sure. I said that twice because you should do it twice. But as it is right now, I would say the Thomas Hardy's Golden Edition, the 50th anniversary, only $10 a bottle. That's a steal. I'm definitely going to pick up more. Now, I think I bought this one at Sam the Beer Man in Binghamton, New York. But they did have this one also at Sabatini's, which obviously is closer for me to get to. So I'll go over there and try to pick up another one of those. But for right now, this beer is beautiful. I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10. It's not in that 9.5 category, and it's not in that 10 category, but it will get there. That's the beautiful thing about this beer, that I know in my heart of hearts, wherever that is, that this is going to achieve those levels. But you have to have patience and time and respect for what it is. It's one of those kind of deals. So anyway, this has been Paul from PABrewNews, back in the dungeon yet again. Cheers.